With only 3 days to go until Black Ops 4, I'm deciding to make this video which is going to be looking into the trophies for Black Ops 4 Zombies itself. We have trophies for all 4 maps in Black Ops 4 Zombies. This is probably going to be spoiling some things for you, so if you don't want any spoilers for Black Ops 4 Zombies, please look away and click off this video now. I've had a look through some of these achievements, I've not really properly gone through them, but just from skimming through them a little bit, I've seen some things that are like really juicy information, and I know this came out a few days ago, but I've only just seen it now, so that's why I'm deciding to make a video on this today. We're going to be talking about all the Black Ops 4 achievements in this video, and I'm going to try and give my input into some of them. Some of the ones that are a little bit more juicy and ones that might have a bit of information. So let's get into the video, let's get into the achievements itself. I've actually found these on a website called PowerPix, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm going to put a link down in the description below for any of you who want to look at the website yourself, because it will have multiplayer achievements on there as well. But obviously we're only going to be looking at the Zombies achievements. So first of all, we're going to be looking at the achievements for the map 9. The first one is My Home is the Arena. In 9, survive to round 20 without opening a gate. This achievement's pretty simple. I mean, I think we've had similar ones before where you have to survive for a certain amount of time without having to open up an area, or you have to survive an amount of time while being in an area. The second one, Venerated Warrior. In 9, defeat the most venerated support. For those of you who don't know, the word venerated is to give someone great respect, or to just respect someone a lot. And just from what we know from 9, when you look at the trailer, I can only guess that this could be the guy with the golden mask who holds up the little artifact. That's the only guy I can think of who would be the venerated one, the guy who everyone looks at for respect because everyone's surrounding in the crowd and they all look at him, and for some reason he's the center of attention. I would say he's the venerated support, which means this is most probably like the Easter egg trophy for this map to defeat this guy. The third one is Skilled Adversary. In 9, have a challenge banner with all 9 medallions. I'm going to assume that medallion in this case is just going to be something that we collect, or it's like a challenge board, and we have 9 different medallions or 9 different tasks to complete, and it's just wanting us to complete all the challenges within the challenge board. We've had similar trophies before in other Call of Duty zombie games, so we're not going to go too much into that one. The fourth trophy is the Slaughterhouse. In 9, dismember 13 limbs in a single game while in the pit. So you can most probably dismember limbs by like using the melee weapons, whether this is on zombies or whether this is on like the tiger or whether there's other animals, because in Rome Colosseum times, like you were able to, or people did fight other animals, so people fought bears as well as tigers and like other really vicious animals. So whether we'll just see the tiger or whether we'll see like bears as well or something like that is still a mystery until we actually get to play the map. But whether we dismember 13 limbs from a zombie, a tiger, potentially a bear, another human or something else is still a mystery to us, but dismembering 13 limbs I would imagine not to be too difficult and just part of the map. Trophy number 5, Gong Like the Wind. In 9, defeat all 8 challenges summoned by a gong within 5 minutes. Now, I'm not sure what you could use this gong for. Like, I've seen some people saying that the gong could potentially be linked to the Pack-a-Punch itself. Obviously, that's just a leaked information. It's nothing that's like confirmed again until we get the map. But other than that, I couldn't really tell you what the gong is going to be used for apart from getting these challenges. But then I don't know what these challenges are going to be linked to. So there's not really much else I can say on that trophy. Trophy number 6. Gift us Circuit. In 9, acquire Circuit's Kiss. No idea what this could mean. It's a bronze trophy, so it can't be anything to do with like major Easter egg steps or anything, or at least I would imagine. Circuit's Kiss is probably something very simple, like something you pick up, or whether it's like a potion you inhale or something. Probably not that difficult to do. Trophy number 7, Here Kitty Kitty. In 9, kill a zombie tiger with a brain-rotted tiger. Now, the only thing I can really get from this is that maybe a brain-rotted tiger is the same as a turned zombie from Black Ops 3. Other than that, I have no idea about this trophy. Trophy number 8, Acidic Alchemy. In 9, get a kill with the acid trap in each of its craftable locations. So I think we saw in one of the trailers that we got the acid trap back. I didn't realise until just now that you can actually build it in different locations. But obviously it's got craftable locations, so I'm going to assume that we got 3 different locations. Track normally like to put 3 or 4 locations in their zombie maps for different things, but I'm just going to say that there's probably 3 areas where we can build it and use it, which I would also assume that this would have to be done in one game, which means we can either build multiple acid traps or we can dismember an acid trap. Like, so we build one in one location, we can then take it down, build it in another location and use it there. Number 9, Constellation Prize. In 9, kill 9 zombies with a single uncharged shot from the Death Orion. Now this is obviously like space themed like constellation is just the form of stars, from what I understand, like to do with the Orion. And there's obviously a weapon called the Death Orion, whether it's a weapon or whether it's like the Death Ray from Black Ops 3 the Eisendrache, or whether it's something else similar to, I couldn't say, but I'm just going to assume it's probably a wonder weapon or some sort of weapon like that, because to kill 9 zombies with a single uncharged shot, I would imagine it'd be some sort of wonder weapon you carry in your hand. And that will be all the trophies for 9. Next map we're going to go into is Voyage of Despair. The first one for Voyage is Abandoned Ship. In Voyage of Despair, complete the trial. Now, purely looking at the trophy, this is a silver trophy, so I'm going to assume that this is the Easter egg trophy within this map, because all the other trophies in this list for Voyage of Despair are all bronze. Trophy number 2, Off the Deep End. In Voyage of Despair, survived to round 20 without draining the water. We have the draining the water mechanic back, so like Zetsubo no Shima, where we had to drain the water to turn on the power. Sounds like we've got a similar thing here. Whether draining the water in Voyage of Despair means to turn on the power, or it's a step towards turning on the power, or the Pack-a-Punch, or getting perks, or something like that. Who knows, or maybe it's just an Easter egg step, but you have to survive to round 20 without doing so. Whatever it is probably important. Number 3, a little pack here, a little pack there. In Voyage of Despair, use the Pack-a-Punch at every possible location in a single game. So similar to, say, Call of the Dead, where you've got like the lighthouse changing the Pack-a-Punch locations, I'm going to imagine that's going to be very similar here. And I say Call of the Dead as well because it's surrounded by water. Voyage of Despair is obviously going to be surrounded by water because it's on the Titanic. So there's obviously that clear theme right there. The maps probably won't connect because they're in 2 different storylines, but they just, to me, like seem like very similar maps. Number 4. Rock, Paper, Plasma. In Voyage of Despair, kill 9 zombies via catalytic detonations in a single game. I don't know too much about this. The catalytic detonations are obviously something within the map itself. I don't think it's going to be a weapon. It sounds more like a C4 or something similar to. Couldn't really say much else about that. But the fact that you have to kill 9 zombies in a single game with them probably means they're not going to be easy to use, or they're not going to be that easy to find. Number 5. I know a shortcut. In Voyage of Despair, take every fast travel path in a single game. In other words, taking every single shortcut in the game, whether it's a sewage pipe, whether it's a zip line, whatever it is in Voyage of Despair that we have our shortcuts, then we have to take them all to get this trophy. Trophy number 6, Stroking the Flames. In Voyage of Despair, kill 3 strokers via weak point in the single game. Now, I'm pretty sure I know what a stroker is. The stroker looks like, to me, the big thing that we get in the trailer where it has like green splodges on its back. And I've always looked at this zombie and thought these are going to be a weak point for that zombie. So I'm going to assume right now this is for that zombie. And you have to kill 3 of them via the weak points to get this trophy. Number 7, Stowaway. In Voyage of Despair, spend 5 consecutive rounds in the cargo hold. So for anyone who doesn't know, the cargo hold normally goes underneath the ship. It holds all the cargo and all the luggage and everything like that. So I'm going to assume that within the game, this is going to be on the bottom level of the ship. So spending 5 consecutive rounds there, it's probably best to get there as soon as you can for the lower rounds to make it easier for you to get this trophy. Trophy number 8 and the last one for Voyage of Despair is Swimming with the Fishes. In Voyage of Despair, kill 50 zombies that are underwater in a single game. Again, like Zetsubo no Shima, we can swim underwater and kill zombies. If this was the Black Ops 3 mechanic in Zetsubo no Shima, I think it'd be very easy to kill 50 zombies underwater. If Black Ops 4 is the same, this shouldn't be a hard trophy to get. Okay, so I just lied. That was not the last trophy for this map. The list that I'm reading from is just a bit mixed up, so we're going to carry on for 2 more trophies on Voyage of Despair. The next one is Kraken Unfettered. In Voyage of Despair, kill 9 zombies with a single shot of the Kraken. For those of you who are wondering, because unfettered is a bit of an odd word, it's not one that's used much in English. Unfettered means to not be confined or to be set free. So I don't know, this might have some significance in the name. Other than that, I would imagine the Kraken is just a weapon, kill 9 enemies with a single shot. The last trophy, and I promise this time it is actually the last trophy of Voyage of Despair, is Trialing Experience. In Voyage of Despair, acquired a Sentinel Artifact. Sentinel Artifact, I would say, is the thing that guy with the golden mask is holding, which I've been calling the artifact all along. I'm not actually too sure if that was the official name or not, but I just called it the artifact anyway. So this is probably like a midway Easter egg trophy, maybe, just because it's a bronze and not a silver like the other trophy we spoke about, which I think is for the Easter egg. Now we go on to Blood of the Dead, which is where things get interesting. The first one for Blood of the Dead goes like this. West Side for life. In Blood of the Dead, reach round 20 without leaving the west side of the island. Now in Blood of the Dead, we have more of an area to play in than we did in Mob of the Dead, which means that the west side of the island might be an area that we've never been to before. So this would be a pretty interesting trophy to try and get. The second one for Blood of the Dead might get some of your ears tingling. It's called Gat Trick. In Blood of the Dead, kill the Warden with the Blunder Gat, Acid Gat, and the Magma Gat. You've heard it. We got the Blunder Gat, which is back, the Acid Gat, which is back, and the Magma Gat, which is a new sort of like Blunder Gat type of weapon, I guess, like a new upgrade for it. Magma, which is fire or lava. So that's going to be really awesome to use, and I really can't wait to use the Magma Gat. It just sounds so awesome. Number 3, historical reenactment. In Blood of the Dead, equip the Hell's Retriever, the Spoon, Blunder Gat, and Tommy Gun. That's right, we've got the Hell's Retriever, which means we also have the Hell's Redeemer and the Golden Spork back, because in this trophy they actually call it the Spoon, so whether they're going to call it the Spoon in the game or whether they're actually going to call it the Golden Spork is still a mystery. But we've got those two weapons back, and that's awesome because the Spork was awesome for just melee. I think it was like up to like round 38 or something ridiculous, like where it's just a one-hit melee. Hell's Retriever / the Hell's Redeemer, again an awesome little throwing axe. I was expecting it in Revelations, we never got it in Black Ops 3 Revelations, and now we're finally going to get it in Black Ops 4. It's just going to be so awesome to use. Number 5, hot stuff coming through. In Blood of the Dead, forge a Magma Gat. Pretty simple, similar to the other achievement where we have to actually kill the Warden with one. In order to get that trophy, you will get this trophy by default because you have to forge it before you can then use it to kill the Warden. Number 6, match made in Hell. In Blood of the Dead, complete a gondola ride with the Warden. I don't know if I've ever done this just out of like default from Mob of the Dead, but doing that would probably be pretty difficult because the Warden will most probably attack you, and he's a pretty powerful dude as well. And don't forget, people are saying that there are apparently no Juggernog in this game, which if so, it's going to be even harder to do this. Number 7, most escape alive. In Blood of the Dead, escape. I can only imagine this to be the Easter egg trophy. Again, it's a silver trophy, so that's what I'm imagining right now. And it just sounds like the Easter egg trophy as well. In Blood of the Dead, escape. Number 8, paranormal patch-up. In Blood of the Dead, revive another player with shield. So it just sounds like the shield's back. Like you get a shield put on your back would be really awesome because obviously that's a really vital bit of equipment within zombies now. And to be able to revive another player with one just sounds even more awesome. So I really cannot wait to try and get the shield and to see what it looks like and how it uses within Black Ops 4. Number 8, senseless acts of violence. In Blood of the Dead, kill 5 zombies with the Hell's Redeemer before it starts its ... So I don't know what it means by it's ... but we've got a trophy for the Hell's Redeemer. Kill 5 zombies before it does something. If it's anything to go by from Mob of the Dead, Hell's Redeemer is easy to use and killing 5 zombies with one should not be difficult. Number 9, throw a dog a bone. In Blood of the Dead, feed a wolf head from the gondola, citadel, and Model I ... So again, it's got the ... like the ellipsis, so I don't know what it means by that, or whether like for some reason the trophy wasn't fully loading or something. I have no idea, but I would say it's not too difficult. Feed a wolf head from the gondola, citadel, Model I. So if we look at Mob of the Dead, you'd probably have to be in the gondola and shoot a zombie next to the wolf head. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe the wolf heads have changed locations. We'll have to see, obviously, when Blood of the Dead comes out. Before we get into classified, we're going to go through some of the random trophies that I would imagine will be done on almost any map. So, first one we have is Zombies 101, complete the Zombies tutorial. Pretty simple, tutorial should be too difficult for any player, especially those of you who are listening to this right now who are an awesome Zombies player. Second one, Jack of all blades, Master of guns, level up 8 special weapons to stage 3. So we have special weapons, what they are I don't know at this point, but they're special weapons that we can use, and we have stages that we can level them up. Pretty awesome to see. Next one is interesting. We have the Doctor is in. Use PhD slider to fall 10 feet and kill 10 zombies at once. So we have PhD slider as opposed to just normal PhD. Some people might like this, some people might not. This is basically that Gobblegum in Black Ops 3, which was Slaughter Slide. And they're keeping to the sliding mechanism, which I actually really like the sliding mechanism as long as the sliding is like easy to use. The multiplayer sliding was terrible in Black Ops 4, I'm not going to lie. But I'm hoping in Zombies it's going to be a lot easier to use. The fourth one is Perkaholic Relapse. Acquire every perk in a single game. This does not guarantee that we're going to get Perkaholic as the Gobblegum, just for any of you who are listening right now. This doesn't mean we're going to get Perkaholic in the Gobblegum form or in the whatever form that we have Gobblegums now. They do actually have a trophy from World at War which is just called Perkaholic, which is to do with the perks as well. I think it's just to have all 4 perks in a single game or something. So this does not necessarily mean or translate to we're going to get a Perkaholic Gobblegum. I think they're going to scrap that altogether. This just means to acquire every perk in the game. It just so happens that it's also being called Perkaholic Relapse. And to be honest, I think it is a throwback to the trophy from World at War, which was literally 10 years ago. Number 5 is Straw Purchase. Gift a mystery box wonder weapon to a teammate and have them accept it. This is something that I've wanted in Zombies for so long. The ability to get a weapon from the mystery box and then gift it to a friend, and then they are able to get the weapon that you got from the mystery box. The amount of times I've been able to hit the box, and I've got a weapon that my mate needs, and then I'm just like, oh, let's just watch it disappear. But now we can do it, and the actual trophy is for a wonder weapon of all weapons. So that's going to be really awesome to, like, you know, really awesome to figure out how that's done. And the ability to give weapons to other people is going to change up the game massively. There are 3 Zombie Rush trophies that I can see that I'm quickly going to read out. They're all very similar, so we're not going to spend too long on these. The first one is called Multiplicitous, and it is in Zombie Rush, get your score multiplier to 100. The second one is called High Score. In Zombie Rush, obtain a personal score of 250,000. And the third one is called Team Player. In Zombie Rush, obtain a team score of 500,000. This is a separate game mode from Zombies. It's similar to, like, say, Grief or whatever, but I don't know what you exactly do in Zombie Rush. I don't know what the idea is behind it, but the fact that you have to get multipliers and you have to get score and whatever else, like, this is pretty standard. You should be able to get this just from playing the game itself. We're now going to go down the list and go into the trophies that we have to get for Classified. So going into the trophies for Classified, these will be the last trophies for Black Ops 4 Zombies. The first one on the list is called Cold War Remedy. In Classified, retrieve and equip the Project Scaddy prototype. That is a silver trophy, which means, in my opinion, is the Easter egg trophy. Retrieve and equip the Project Scaddy prototype, so I'm not too sure what that is. I've never heard that before, especially within Zombies. Project Scaddy must be something that, you know, is within the realms of Zombie itself. Maybe it's a wonder weapon, or maybe it's something bigger within the actual map. Who knows at this point. We're going to go on to number 2, which is Breaking the Ice. In Classified, shatter 115 zombies in a single game. Shatter, which means we have a freeze gun. In the original, which was 5, we had the Winter's Howl, which means that potentially the Winter's Howl's back. Unless they have a Winter's Howl 2 or something, maybe like a Mark II, which will be a better gun, because a lot of people didn't even like that weapon. I thought it looked cool and I thought it was alright, but it's really weak when you went up to the higher rounds, so I'm really hoping that it's back, but I hope it is a stronger weapon. Number 3 is Shock Value. In Classified, kill 115 zombies with electric traps in a single game. Pretty standard, just use the electric traps around the map to kill so many zombies. Number 4 is Power Struggle. In Classified, reach round 20 without turning on the power. This might be pretty difficult. A lot of people couldn't even get to round 20 on the original map, which is 5. So to be able to get to round 20 on Black Ops 4 without turning on power, so it means you potentially aren't going to get perks or anything like that, could be pretty difficult as well. Number 5 is Preemptive Strike. In Classified, kill 50 Nova 6 crawlers without letting them explode in a single game. Now previously, the only way to kill them without them exploding is to knife them. So if you have to knife 50 Nova 6 crawlers, it's going to be pretty difficult, I guess, because depending on how many come at you at once, you could easily go down. Number 6 is the Highest Office. In Classified, reach round 20 without an elevator. So again, if we're going based off of 5, there's not a lot of places you can go without that elevator. You have to stay in like the spawn room area before you get the elevator to go away, as far as I can remember anyway. So that'll be interesting again, maybe like a first room challenge, see if you can get to round 20. Number 7 is Crawl for Help. In Classified, while in Last Stand, use a teleporter and then get revived in a single game. So you obviously have to play on 2-player, 3-player or 4-player. And you have to just use the teleporter to go to your teammate to then get revived. Pretty simple trophy, to be honest. It's something that we've seen before or similar to. Number 8, I think anyway, Step on the Gas. In Classified, kill 50 zombies while affected by Nova 6 crawler gas in a single game. So while you're blind by the Nova 6 crawler gas, just kill a load of zombies and you get this trophy. Pretty simple. You'll probably get this one by default. Number 8 is Pentapagon. In Classified, complete 5 consecutive rounds without leaving the war room elevator. So again, if you have to stay in a small elevator similar to what we had in 5, this could be pretty difficult if you just keep on having to go up and down. You can get like a bit of a breather, but the elevator, if it gets overrun, it is a very small area. You get down really quick. So depending on if it's the same as 5 or if they do change it up a bit in Classified, really does make these trophies easier or harder. And the very last one for Classified and for Zombies altogether is going everywhere fast. In Classified, use a teleporter 7 times in less than a minute in a single game. So you're gonna constantly have to use that teleporter in under a minute in order to get these 7 times, surely, because the animation and everything to teleport will take time. But that is, to what I can see anywhere on this list, every single trophy for Blood of the Dead, Classified, Voyage of Despair, and 9, as well as these spare trophies we had in the middle, where they're just sort of for any map and for Zombies Rush. So altogether there are a shitload of trophies. We have 48 out of the 63 trophies altogether in Black Ops 4, which are towards zombies. It says at the bottom of this page that I'm reading right here, which means it's 76% of all trophies in Black Ops 4 at the moment is tied to zombies. That's a lot of trophies compared to what we've had in previous Call of Duties, where like 10% of trophies are for zombies and the rest are multiplayer. So they're obviously gearing a lot towards the zombies this year, which means good for us. And for the multiplayer guys, they're going to have less trophies for multiplayer at the moment. Maybe they'll have more as the DLC comes out. Like I said, link to this page I've been reading from down in the description below. If you'd like to go ahead and read those yourself in your own time, then please go ahead and do so. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new around here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more zombies content. We're going to be covering Black Ops 4 a lot when we get into Black Ops 4. I'm going to be uploading daily and streaming hopefully daily as well. If you like this video, go ahead, leave a like rating, comment down below if any of these trophies mean anything to you that I might have missed out, or if there's any trophies that you particularly like that stood out, or if you like the fact that we're getting the Blunder Gap, the Acid Gap, the Magma Gap, the Hell's Redeemer, the Spork, etc. If any of this interested you, or if you're excited, please put down in the comments below, leave a like rating, subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.